Good morning, dear students. Yesterday I taught till here amphoteric oxides, and today I will start from here. When copper vessels or brass vessels, alloy of copper and zinc, are exposed to moist air for a long time, they get coated with a greenish deposit commonly called basic copper carbonate. Actually, it is a combination of two salts, copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. It is formed by the slow action of oxygen, water vapor, and carbon dioxide gas present in the air. The following chemical reaction takes place. Copper constituents of moist air, oxygen plus water plus carbon dioxide. It forms copper carbonate, CuOH whole twice into CuCO3 reactions. Reactions of metals with water. Different metals behave differently in their chemical reactions with water. When a small piece of sodium or potassium of the size of the wheat grain is dropped in water, sodium or potassium, just like the size of the wheat grain is dropped in water, it floats on the surface of water and at the same time melts to form a silvery ball, and same time then it will form a silvery ball. And the silvery ball of the metal darts over the surface of water with a hissing noise, producing tiny bubbles of hydrogen gas. Then it forms tiny bubbles of hydrogen gas, and the silvery ball gradually becomes smaller in size and catches fire. And this silvery ball, which formed after when it dropped in water, in case of sodium, it burns with a golden yellow flame. It will burn with golden yellow flame, and in case of potassium it burns with a lilac flame, and the solution gets hot. If this solution is tested with blue and red litmus papers, the red litmus paper turns blue. This shows that a basic solution is formed, and following out the chemical reactions takes place. Sodium plus water, sodium hydroxide is formed, 2NaOH, Na from here, OH, Na from here and OH from here. Then what is the remaining? Hydrogen gas. And what will form? Hydrogen gas will release. And then potassium, when potassium react with water, then potassium hydroxide is formed and hydrogen gas is released. Do not touch sodium or potassium with bare hands, it causes severe burns. When calcium metal is dropped in water at room temperature, following are the observations. It will sink in water. When calcium metal is dropped in water at room temperature, following are the observations, and it sinks in the water, and it reacts vigorously with water to liberate teeny bubbles of hydrogen gas. And then first what will happen? It will sink in the water, and it reacts vigorously with water to liberate teeny bubbles of hydrogen gas, and it gradually dissolves in water so as to form a slightly milky solution on account of the formation of calcium hydroxide, which is partially soluble in water. And when it gradually dissolves in water so as to form a slightly milky solution on account of the formation of calcium hydroxide, which is partially soluble in water, and the water becomes warm. When the reaction mixture is tested with blue and red litmus papers, the red litmus paper turns blue. This means the calcium hydroxide is basic in nature. It means calcium hydroxide is basic in nature. And when reaction will takes place with calcium, then first what will happen? When calcium metal is dropped in the water, then what will happen? It will sink in the water, and then it will react vigorously with water to liberate teeny bubbles of hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas will release, and after that it dissolves in water so as to form a slightly milky solution on account of the formation of calcium hydroxide, which is partially soluble in water, not fully, partially soluble in water, and the water becomes warm. And when the reaction mixture is tested with blue and red litmus paper, the red litmus paper turns blue. This means the calcium hydroxide is basic in nature. Following chemical reaction takes place. Calcium react with water, calcium hydroxide is formed and hydrogen gas is released. Magnesium metal does not react with if magnesium is boiled with water. It reacts very slowly. Furthermore, if magnesium is heated and steam is passed over it, it reacts vigorously to form magnesium oxide, white in color, and hydrogen gas. Reaction you can see: magnesium plus water, magnesium oxide is formed and hydrogen gas is released. Zinc and iron metal react slowly with steam when heated to form their respective oxides and hydrogen gas. You can see in the reaction, zinc and plus steam, zinc oxide is formed and hydrogen gas is released. And iron react with water, then magnetic oxide means Fe3O4 magnetite is formed with hydrogen. And the symbol indicates that reaction between this symbol you can see in the diagram, and this symbol will indicate between the iron and steam gets reversed if hydrogen formed is not quickly. And just metal like copper, nickel and mercury, gold, platinum etc. do not react with water or steam even when the metals are heated strongly. In this diagram, in this reaction you can see that when metals like copper, whether it is copper, nickel, mercury, gold, platinum etc. do not react with water or steam even when the metals are heated strongly. When it will heated strongly, then what is the reactions takes place? You can see that in case of zinc and iron, in case of zinc, zinc oxide is formed with hydrogen gas, and in case of iron, when it react with water, then magnesium oxide means magnetite and hydrogen gas is released. And now come to the did you know. From the reactions of metals with oxygen and water, scientists have concluded that chemical reactivity of different metals is different. And furthermore, by studying the reaction of metals with chlorine and acids, they have evolved a table of metals in the decreasing order of their chemical activity. This table is commonly called metal activity series. This is the metal activity series and this is the decreasing order of their chemical activity. You can see in the diagram potassium, and this is denoted by the K, and sodium, this is denoted by Na, and calcium Ca, magnesium Mg, aluminium Al, zinc Zn, iron Fe, lead Pb, and tin Sn. And when this metal at the top of the list is most reactive, this is the most reactive, and the metal at the bottom is least reactive. Following is the list of metals in the metal activity series. This one react with cold water to form their oxides and hydrogen gas. When potassium, sodium and calcium react with cold water, then it will form their oxides and hydrogen gas will release. And when magnesium, aluminium, zinc react with steam on heating to form their oxides and hydrogen gas. And in case of iron, lead, tin, when it will react then slowly with steam on heating to form their oxides and hydrogen gas will release. So in this case you can see that what is formed. And hydrogen is a non-metal. Hydrogen is a non-metal, and copper, silver, mercury, gold do not react with steam on heating. It will not react and with steam on heating. So this is the metal activity series. In this you have seen that they form their oxides and with hydrogen gas is released, and in case of magnesium, aluminum, zinc, their oxides will form and hydrogen gas will release. And in the case of zinc, iron, lead, tin, when it will react with steam on heating, then their oxides is formed and hydrogen gas will release. And in the list of metal activity series, non-metal hydrogen is included, the reason for which you will learn in higher classes. The metal above hydrogen displays hydrogen form water as well as dilute mineral acid. The metal belongs hydrogen do not react with water or dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid, and hence do not displace hydrogen. And in the metal activity series, here in the metal activity series, in non-metal hydrogen is included. Hydrogen is a non-metal and it is included, the reason for which you will learn in higher classes. Why it is? You will learn in higher classes. And the metals above hydrogen, this is the metals, and this metals above hydrogen displace hydrogen. Hydrogen is formed, you can see, and water as well as dilute mineral acids is formed. And the metal below hydrogen do not react. It will not react with water. Copper, silver, mercury, gold. It will not react with water or dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid, and it is do not displace hydrogen. It will not form. Hydrogen will not release, or it will not form. Hydrogen gas will not form. This is the non-metal, and this will react, and their oxides will form, and hydrogen gas will release. But in this case, hydrogen is not formed, and this hydrogen gas is not released. And in reaction of metals with dilute mineral acids, let us perform the following activity. Activity 4.8. Take a clean hard glass test tube and in it place a small piece of zinc metal. Pour dilute sulfuric acid in the test tube so that half of the test tube is filled with it. You will observe that a moderate reaction takes place with the evolution of colorless bubbles of a gas. Close the mouth of test tube tightly with your thumb when you feel the pressure of the gas on the thumb. Bring a lighted wooden splint near the mouth of the test tube. Remove the thumb. You will notice that gas catches fire with a pop sound and burns with pale blue flame. This gas evolved with hydrogen. In activity, when you will take a glass test tube and when it will place in a small piece of zinc metal, then and when sulfuric acid in the test tube will add, then half of the test tube is filled with it, and you will observe that a moderate reaction takes place with the evolution of colorless bubbles will come out. And when you will close the mouth of the test tube tightly, then you feel the pressure of the gas, it is coming out. And bring a lighted wooden splint near the mouth of the test tube, and when you will remove your thumb, then you will notice the gas catches fire with a pop sound and burns with pale blue flame. The gas evolved is hydrogen. And in the above activity, when zinc reacts with Zn reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate ZnSO4 and displaces hydrogen from sulfuric acid. As a matter of fact, metals above hydrogen in metal activity series reacts with dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid to form their respective salts. Sulfuric acid will form sulfate of the metal and hydrochloric acid will form chloride of the metal and displace hydrogen gas. However, the rate of reaction slows down as we move down in the metal activity series. Various reactions taking place are discussed. You can see different reactions. In case of the sodium, potassium and calcium, the rate of reaction is almost explosive. First one is the sodium react with hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, then sodium chloride is formed and hydrogen gas is released. And when potassium react with sulfuric acid, potassium sulfate will form and hydrogen gas is released. And calcium react with hydrochloric acid, then calcium chloride is formed and hydrogen gas is released. In case of magnesium and aluminium, the reaction is vigorous. Magnesium react with hydrochloric acid, then magnesium chloride is formed MgCl2 and hydrogen gas is released. When aluminium react with sulfuric acid H2SO4, then aluminium sulfate is formed, hydrogen gas is released. You are thinking that why 2 and 3 are for the balancing equation. In case of zinc and iron, the reaction is moderate. Zinc sulfuric acid, zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas is released. Iron plus hydrochloric acid, iron chloride is formed and hydrogen gas is released. In case of tin and lead, the reaction is very slow. Tin sulfuric acid react with sulfuric acid, then tin sulfate SnSO4 is formed, hydrogen gas is released. And in case of Pb, lead hydrochlorate dilute it react with dilute hydrochloric acid, lead chloride is formed and hydrogen gas is released. So till here you will take revision.